What's going on, good people? Well, I'm gonna video Michael's marriage enrichment moments this time. I started not to do it, but I was like, what happened today, I actually gotta say something about. So, about a month ago, Randy was telling me that our tire was low. So I went and checked it out, and I saw it was like a staple in it. And I went to take it to get plugged, even though I was like, man, I could probably plug it myself, but I went to take it to get plugged. And I get to the shop, and the guy's telling me like, yeah, it'll be a couple hours. We need the key lock and all this stuff, and I'm like, so I just came on back to the house, and on my way back to the house, I stopped by AutoZone, got the tire plug kit. Came back here and I told her like, yeah, I'm gonna plug it myself. I'm like, I got this. Shout out to my little brother because I saw him plug a tire and I was like, yeah, I can do this. Gonna learn something from my little brother. And so I go ahead and plug the tire. And I'm like, okay, everything's good. But a couple days later, I'm checking the pressure again to make sure it took. And I saw that it lost some air. I'm like, man. So I went back, I replugged it, and she was like, "Is everything good?" I'm like, yeah, "Everything's fine, everything's fine." Still losing air. So I'm like, okay, well, she went TAD this week. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing done, take it to the shop, get it done while she's gone, since I messed the plug up. Took it into the shop today. Little cats were like, I told the cats when I got there, I like, look, I said, I need y'all to check the plug that I did. That's still losing air. I think I might have done the plug wrong. And they laughed. They were like, yeah, we got you. Don't worry about it. I go in there, sit down. About 5 minutes go by. He comes out. He's like, hey, we found another nail in the tire. So you plugged it, but we found another nail. I like, okay, well, cool. I said, can you please check the plug to make sure it was good? They're like, yeah, we got you. So I'm sitting there about like 10 minutes go by. The dude comes back. He's like, hey, can you come with me? Because I got to show you something. So I go out there and look at the tire. They found a screw in the tire. So she had a staple. That's what I pulled out of there. Then a nail. And then a screw that was in the tire. So it was three things in the tire. In the same tire, right? And I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. But then I had a thought. I was like, you know what? Had I not been afraid to tell her that I thought I messed the plug up, I could have been got this tire fixed, but I didn't because I was like, man, if I mess something up, you know what I'm saying? She probably gonna be like, well, you should let the professionals do it. But it's just a plug. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do that. I mean, it's some the instructions that I saw the guys doing it. They did the same thing I did, struggling to get the little thing in there, and then they get the little plug joint in there. I did the same thing. The one little dude, he had latched his foot onto the rim and was like, ick, ick. I'm like, I'm way stronger than that. I did a whole lot better than that. But the moral of the thing is, don't be afraid to say that you might have messed something up because I was. But it was all good though. It was funny because I was like, man, I had to ask you like, who'd you upset? Because I've been driving since I've been 17. He never had no three objects in one tire. One tire? Two of them were in the treads. In those little, what are those canal things? Yeah, two of them was in there. So, hey, this has just been my marriage enrichment moment. So, don't be afraid. If you think you did something wrong, don't be afraid. Just go ahead and say it. Y'all take it easy. Out of here.